From setting your truck on fire for views to being involved in one of the largest animal trafficking rings in US history, the Bowmar couple is definitely one of, if not the most hated fitness influencers. Josh Bowmar started posting to YouTube in June of 2010, posting simple backyard bow hunting.
It is a lethal weapon right there.
Since then, they've expanded their brand to over 1.3 million subscribers and owning their own company, Bowmar Archery, as well as another company, Bowmar Nutrition. And on top of all that, a sponsorship from popular clothing brand Under Armour. With all of this success, they've been able to travel around the world hunting, going to Alaska to hunt grizzly bears, and even outside of the country, going to Tanzania, Africa, hunting gazelle, bush pigs, zebra, and most insanely, hippo.
Man, it's awesome.
We're gonna get back to hunting in a second, but first we need to talk about Sarah Bowmar's fitness content. Now, to her credit, a lot of her advice is good.
You cannot spot reduce fat through diet and exercise. There's not a food on the planet that will make you fat. It's the quantity of the foods that will make you gain weight.
The part that people are having problems with is the product placement, as stated by this Reddit comment. She sells dumb supplements and will crap on other equally as good ones to promote hers. Now, I'm not sure about her crapping on other companies, but she did have an Oura Ring product placement when talking about serious topics like her daughter growing up and taking birth control. And she's been caught just straight up lying about the effects of her products, as seen in this totally real message. The provider wanted me to take the collagen as directed by you and see how much the breast looked in 6 months. By the way, this is referring to a previous message saying they found a mass in her breast and she's been flagged as high risk for breast cancer. You could drastically see a difference in my breast health when I was actively taking it and when I wasn't. Today on Things That Never Happened, a doctor telling you, take this supplement as directed by a fitness influencer so we could use you as proof in a study, even though there's 0 universes in which a medical study would accept these terms. And the sad thing is that collagen can actually trigger breast cancer cells to spread from the tumor to other parts of the body. If the Bowmars are willing to lie about serious cancer-causing product effects, what else are they willing to lie about? This brings up the truck incident that happened in August of 2022. In this video, Josh Bowmar is performing a controlled burn on his family farm when his truck suddenly catches on fire. A controlled burn is a very common practice in farming where you're basically burning a portion of land to get rid of insects, maybe remove unwanted debris, or most commonly to create a gap between farmland and forest. That way if a wildfire were to occur, it wouldn't be able to spread to the nearby trees, causing an even bigger wildfire. Anyway, we could see Josh Bowmar starting up a leaf blower in an attempt to blow out the fire, which of course makes it much worse, eventually giving up and just deciding to haul everything out of the truck as fast as they possibly can, trying not to get burned. And finally, they just gotta stand back and watch the truck burn. Now, if you just look at this at face value, it seems like a horrible accident, but people in the comments aren't quite convinced. I think a fire extinguisher may have helped a little more than blowing air on it, haha. Imagine doing a controlled burn and not having an extinguisher at the ready. This was staged. He said it would hit the gas tank any moment, but if it was a gas tank with anything in it, it would have blown already. And if you look closely, when the fire starts to spew out, you could see that it is someone with a blower on the other side of the truck. Look at how the flames blow through. This was all set up in a safe manner. Clickbait YouTubers. That comment is referring to this part of the video.
It's gonna hit the gas tank any second. We gotta get out of here.
As you can see, there's this very odd stream of fire that all of a sudden just shuts off. And then somehow about 6 or 7 seconds later, magically turns right back on. And like the comment said, the truck never actually explodes, it just kinda burns. Let's see an example of a real car that's on fire. It just explodes. Also, he ends up calling Sarah Bowmar, and her reaction is very nonchalant for the situation at hand.
You see?
Yeah.
She's done, honey.
Okay, well, you need to record that for insurance.
Well, we're rolling. Okay, my wife is way cooler than I thought.
Okay, with this one we could maybe give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was just a huge accident, but being involved in an animal trafficking ring was definitely not. Between September 10th, 2015 and November 6, 2017, Josh and Sarah Bowmar hunted deer in 3 central Nebraskan counties by attracting animals with bait traps, and posted videos to their YouTube. But it wouldn't be until 5 years later when they would plead guilty on account of oopsie daisies. They were sentenced 3 years probation, ordered to pay $75,000 in fines, and banned from any hunting activities in Nebraska during probation. Now, of course, that was an absolutely horrible thing to do, but at least the deer died a relatively quick death, unlike the bear in 2016. In late 2016, Josh Bowmar booked a trip to Alberta, Canada with the goal of killing a bear with a spear. Josh Bowmar had a homemade spear equipped with a GoPro, just waiting for a bear to show up. And sadly, eventually one did. Now luckily, the first time the bear ran away, but he came back. Safe to say, people were outraged, so much so that they had to turn off comments on the original video. And Josh Bowmar was kitted out in Under Armour gear, and Under Armour was not happy. A spokesman told The Mirror, Under Armour is ending its relationship with Sarah Bowmar, the wife of Josh Bowmar. The method used to harvest this animal was reckless and we do not condone it.